Hello everybody. Hocus Pocus here. This is the Minecraft Let's Play. And today we are starting things off in the tree farm, which we worked on last episode a little bit. So if you were here for episode 19, you would remember that we installed these fences along the barrier between the upper terrace and the lower terrace of the tree farm. And I think it looks good. We've also dug out a bit more of the ceiling now, so all three of these trees can grow. They have space to grow. So we're only missing the space for two trees to grow now, which is nice. So we are able to renew our wood sources whenever we need to. One more thing before we leave here actually is I'm thinking about pushing this wall out one more block, just so that this gap here is 5 wide instead of 4, because you know what I'm like. I like to keep my I like to keep my builds odd when I can. Just so that things can be centered if needs be. Anyway, for today's episode, we are going to be creating something that I want to call the redstone cupboard, or the redstone closet, or whatever word you use for a double-doored box, I guess, that contains things. So let's grab our axe, our silk touch axe, so that we can move our enchanting setup, because we need to use the space that it's occupying, really. So let's get rid of that. We should probably soon enough build a room specifically for this to sit in, because having it in the middle of our ravine like this isn't ideal, and obviously isn't what we want to be aiming towards in terms of a final design and all that sort of good stuff. So we do need to build a specific room for the enchanting setup sooner rather than later. Let's deposit that away. We can also get rid of our axe. We're not going to need that. But we should probably take with us blocks just to fill in that hole in the floor, just so that we're not working on uneven ground. That can make things a little bit more difficult. But I think if you've noticed, we've destroyed the nether portal, or at least taken it from where it was, because we are going to be using this section of wall here to build our redstone cupboard. So I'm going to just dig out this section here, and essentially what I have in mind is a single pressure plate on the floor that's going to open up probably 2 sections of chests which just contain all of our redstone items, so that when we want to build something involving redstone, we can go to this redstone closet, redstone cupboard, whatever you want to call it, and just grab everything we need materials wise to get the build going. So this is where it's going to be. I haven't actually planned out any sort of design for this or anything, so we're just going to be going on a bit of a whim here and just trying to make it work. So I think what we'll do is we'll hop off camera here. I'll get to work on the redstone cupboard, and once I have some progress to show you, we'll jump back in and share it together. So catch you in a second. Welcome back to the video, you guys. So in front of me, we have what we've came up with so far. So, I mean, this looks like a very basic setup, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. It took me quite a while to construct the redstone, but what happens is you step on the pressure plates, and as you can see, the pistons just retract. So whenever you're stood on either 3 of these pressure plates, there will be a block removed from here. Alright, actually, instead of me trying to explain it, why don't we just put some blocks in so that you can visualize it properly. So if we just put some cobble in for now. There you go. So we step on the pressure plates, and then behind those blocks are going to be just chests, double chests stacked up to the ceiling, and in those chests will be all of our redstone equipment. So you can stand on either of the 3 pressure plates, which allows you to move in line with the chests on either side, which is a good feature in my opinion. But as I was saying, this thing took quite a while to set up, honestly, because I wasn't very sure how to power an entire tower of pistons. So I eventually found a tutorial online on how to do this, and I followed it, and okay, it worked, but not very well, because the pistons would all retract at different times. So I have been rewiring this, changing the position of repeaters, adding in like half slabs here so that the redstone can run beneath it, things like that for quite a while now, and I did manage to come up with something that allows each of the pistons to retract and then fall back into place at the same time. So as you can see, they retract at the same time and return at the same time, which is great. So yeah, this is it if you want to take a look at it. I mean, let's just put a block up so that we can see what we're looking at here. So this is the contraption if you do ever want to build something like this. I'm just going to let you visualize it on screen and copy it as it is. I don't know how you'd go about making a stack any taller than this and wiring it, but I'm sure there's a way you can extend this design. It does seem to follow a similar pattern here, as you can see the repeaters running this diagonal line here from the torch, so I'm sure you could work that out if you wanted to go any higher. Anyway, you guys, aside from wiring that up, we've done another thing here, and that is to remove the staircase on this side. I did mention that these staircases were going to go, and one of them's gone. So we're going to have to find a different way to get up and down from our tree farm, which shouldn't be too difficult. And I'm thinking maybe just a tiny water elevator or something like that. Nothing too complex, honestly. I just need to give ourselves a way to get up and down from there whenever we require it. So I think now it's time to move on to the next part of this build, and the next part is going to be installing the chests and also designing the thing. So why don't I jump off camera for you guys, do a bit of work, and then once it's complete, we can rejoin each other and check it out. So catch you after the cut. You guys, what's that behind me? Is that just a regular wall? Or is that the redstone closet? It's the redstone closet. Okay, so sorry about that. That was not funny. We went for a similar design to our walls in our base. So it kind of looks quite innocuous and hidden. But then when you step on the pressure plates, as you can see, the chests are on full display, and you can access each of them individually just by strafing side to side. I think you can even probably access them from the center. Yeah, you can do. But I think it makes it easier to have the 3 plates. So yeah, that's looking good, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's turned out. So now we've got one more thing to do before we move on to something else, and that is to signpost this thing up and also store some of our redstone in there. So I think it makes sense logically to just move all of the redstone over there, because I don't use it for anything aside from actually, what am I trying to say here? Aside from building redstone projects, so we may as well just move it. And we can also take everything out of this chest and destroy the sign, because that was our temporary redstone equipment chest. We can also just put away a few more things just to create room for that sign, because I want to take that with me. And if we have any other signs, perfect, we do. We can use those as well, because we're going to have to signpost this this redstone closet. So this is how it's going to work. So on the bottom, we're going to go redstone dust. Oh, great. First spelling error comes on the first sign. Redstone dust. And that is going to be off to the right. Oh, okay. We've run out of space. So we're going to have to shorten this. So red dust maybe is a good shorten. There we go. And then on this side, we're going to have red blocks. So that's how we're going to signpost it. So redstone dust goes on this side. We're also going to craft up a little bit more of that stuff, just so that we can deposit it. Give me that back. Thank you. There we go. And we'll just break down a little bit more. Perfect. Give me that back. Thank you. And then the last little bit here goes away like so. Then our redstone blocks can go on this side. So next we'll go repeaters. Repeaters, yep, that's correct. No, we need an arrow. And then on this side we're going to have comparators, like so. Comparators, is that how you spell comparator? I believe it is. Let's just double check that a second. We need to find a crafting bench to check quickly. Right, comparator. Oh, comparator, not comparator. Okay, so let's just change that sign quickly. I wish you could edit signs, that would make things so much easier, but unfortunately not. So we're gonna have to rewrite that entire thing. So we want repeaters, arrow, and then comparators. Okay, so apparently I just spoke to Siri. Apologies if you heard that. I don't think I said his name, but apparently I did. Oh wait, so we didn't put the arrow in, so the arrow must go first, then comparators. Okay, some comparators, repeaters. So repeaters are in there. We don't have any comparators to store at the moment. Then we'll go pistons on this side, and then on the bottom side we'll go with lamps. Okay, we actually need to put our arrow in like so. Lamps. So pistons on this side, lamps on this side. We need a chest to store all of our different switches and buttons. So how are we going to label that, I wonder? Let's just say power sources. I think that works. Is it going to fit? No, it's not going to fit. So if we just say power sources, no, we'll go with power sources just to stay consistent. So power sources go on the right. I'm not sure what's going to go on the left of this chest yet, but we'll just plonk those in like so. Okay, so that's how our chest layout is going to work. I mean, it's not the greatest, not the cleanest, but I think that's the only option we've really got at the moment. So we're going to have to work with it until we either think of something else or maybe decide that we're not going to go with signs. We're just going to try and memorize where everything is. But I think it's better to have the thing signposted. So if you have any suggestions on how to improve this, the signposting layout of our chest storage system here, the redstone closet, then make sure to pop that in the comments down below, because at the moment that's the best I've got, unfortunately. So right, I don't know what we're going to jump onto next, honestly. I thought that was going to take a little bit longer, but it didn't. So let me just jump off camera here, think of what we're going to do next in the video, and then we can join back up and see what's going to go down. So catch you in a second. Okie dokie, guys. So, just reviewed the footage and we've still got time for some more. So why don't we go ahead here and start working some more on the tree farm, because it's in a state now where we've almost dug out everything that we require to dig out. And that means that once we have done so, we can actually begin focusing more on the design work, which is obviously the more interesting side to the build. I've tore out this staircase as well in the meantime, just to make sure that they're going, you know what I mean? Just get out of here. I don't like the look of it. It's been annoying me ever since I built it, so I just want it gone. We're coming back down here a second just to grab our shovel, which I thought we had in here, but it seems we don't. That's very interesting. I don't know where that's gone. I guess we'll just take the regular one for now then, and just hope it turns up, because I'm sure I had an enchanted shovel in there, but doesn't seem like it at the moment. So let's just move that along. We should probably get rid of some of the stone in our inventory before we go ahead and dig here as well, because of course it's going to fill up fast. So yeah, I assume that was going to be the case. We need to jump over to the deep storage room and stock some of this away. So we've moved up into our second set of cobblestone chests here. Let's get rid of some of that stuff. We can get rid of some of our andesite here. There we go. We got some smooth stone to get rid of, so that can go away. And then really we want to try and keep most of this with us in our small storage area. So let's go and see what's going to fit and what isn't going to fit here. And then I think in terms of digging, we'll just go for a time-lapse style end to the video here. Well, not end to the video, but section of the video here, because I think it makes a little more sense in forcing you guys to either skip the entire job or to watch it. I don't want to force you to watch it. That would be very boring, so we're not going to do that. We're probably going to just time-lapse it. So let's head back over to the tree farm, then we can jump right into the time-lapse, I guess. So up our dilapidated stairs. And here we are. So you guys, let me cut the camera here and we are going to jump straight into the digging time lapse. See you afterwards. Alright guys, we're back again, and you've probably just seen the time lapse unless the footage messed up, which it shouldn't have, and trees are growing already, which is a fantastic sign. So there's mobs somewhere around here. I need to find them and kill them. That's for another day though. So yeah, as I mentioned, trees are growing, everything's dug out perfectly as it should be. And things are looking vastly improved in the tree farm, and now we are ready for some design work. But you know what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a 4 wide gap here, and I'm not entirely convinced by that. You guys know I like my odd numbers, so I'll probably push this wall back one and the wall on the far side back one as well, just to satisfy myself, so that I don't go crazy. Not that I will, but you know, just to neaten things up a little bit. But yeah, I just genuinely think that it's taken shape now, this tree farm, this underground dark oak tree farm, which was a mammoth task. Not the most mammoth task, but it was a mammoth task indeed to dig out all this area. And now we are on the home straight, really, because the rest of the job is just design work. So I'm pretty damn pleased. So we've got an inventory full of stuff, so let's go take this over there and deposit it after I fire my farm off another time. Okie dokie, here we go. So we've definitely got a ton of cobblestone. Let's get rid of all of that. Perfect. We've got some granite. Let's get rid of the granite. We've got some diorite. Let's get rid of the diorite. And we've got some andesite, which we can get rid of. And the rest of the stuff can come with me into our small storage area. I believe we should have space over here, so let's deposit the dirt, the gravel, the flint, and then let's just craft these coal into coal blocks, and then we can stick those in there, and the iron ore can also go there. So yeah, things are looking pretty healthy actually. Things are going well. So let's just go back over to the tree farm for a second, just to take another look and think about if there is any other plans I had for this place. I don't think so. I think this is it, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is it, you guys. So I'm gonna go off camera again now, and I'll rejoin you in a second. Okie dokie, guys. So I've checked the footage, and we are gonna wrap things up right now for this video, as we are running a little bit low on time, and I do want to record 2 videos tonight if I possibly can. So we're going to be ending things here for this episode. I really do hope that you enjoyed the design and how the redstone closet turned out. I think it's a pretty cool idea, and now whenever we've got a redstone contraption to build, our #1 place to go is going to be this section of the base here, which is great. Everything that we need to build anything associated with redstone is all compacted together in this small storage area, so that's fine by me. Okay guys, so as I said, I really do hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to drop a like down below. That'll help out the channel, and I really do appreciate the support. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, make sure to leave it in the comments section down below. I will definitely be reading all of those for this video. And finally, if you're new around here, then why not subscribe? It's free, and it will allow you to stay tuned to our series here. And let me just say that this one is going to be a long one, and things are going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but yeah, as I said, make sure to subscribe if you're new around here and you enjoyed what you saw today, because I'm here for the long run, and yeah, things are going to be exciting in this world, so make sure to stick around. And finally, if you want notifications from YouTube about when my videos go live, you can press the bell notification icon, but that's totally optional, so don't feel obliged to press that one. Just press it if you would like to. Alright then, you guys, so let me say my goodbyes. Goodbye. I will catch you all in the next video. Take care.